Hi, this is Kivi Miller with nonprofitmarketingguide.com, and today I am here with Kerri Karvetski from Company K Media. Hi, Kerri.
Hi, everyone.
A lot of you know Kerri as the person who teaches our social media starter kit webinars at Nonprofit Marketing Guide, but she is also a phenomenal copywriter and strategery person.
Are you allowed to say that?
I am. It's my website. So we'll say it on my website. So Kerri, tell us a little bit about your tips for successful online fundraising campaigns. You do a lot of copywriting, you do a lot of strategic work for some pretty big names in the nonprofit sector. So you're doing this on lists that are really huge down to lists that are really small. So you've kind of seen the gamut. Tell us what people need to know about successful campaigns.
Well, thanks for the opportunity. You know, it kind of plays off a session that I just went to about how small organizations can learn from large organizations. So a lot of these tips can be implemented by any size organization, whether you're large or small. So the first one I like to talk about is developing a story arc. Don't just send one email. It is developing multiple emails that go along with your goals. So not just to send one or two, but to think of a series. This could be as few as 3 or it could be up to 6 depending on the type of campaign. So think about the stories that you want to tell and plot them out. And the second tip I'd like to give is about setting goals and making those goals public to your audience. And the goals could be financial. They can also be other types of goals, like we want you know, a number of new donors, so they could be people-oriented goals. And we've noticed that large organizations who've used that a double goal, a financial goal, and recruiting new donors have people have responded well to that. So it's not just all about the money, it's about the people and building the movement. And the next thing I like to have people focus on is the asks, the type of asks. And don't just do fundraising asks, that in your story arc work on a cultivation type activity. And by that it could be, some of my favorites are e-cards, or a share your story type of a thing, or a video, like here's some of our successes or some things that we're doing with your fundraising donation, with your funds. And Animoto is a great tool for that. It's very inexpensive to make nonprofit videos, and you can just put photographs together and it creates a video with music. So it's something very accessible to even the smallest of nonprofits. In addition to varying the types of emails that are in your arc, varying the type of asks that you make. So the type of asks, what you might include in those are, I love to do success stories, obviously. There's also the typical year in review, like here are the things we've achieved this year with your help, and next year we can do even more. And then one I absolutely love doing because it makes everybody feel great is to highlight supporter quotes. And those are things you could be collecting from internally. You could ask for them on your Facebook page or Twitter. Why do you love my organization? So feeding that back to donors and seeing how jazzed other supporters are, you know, makes everybody feel good. So that's a great way to vary the type of asks that you make during your campaign. Then moving on to integration, very important not to think of online as a silo and by itself, that if you're doing direct mail or events, to work those into one another. So in your direct mail, offer people the opportunity to give online. And then also on your online appeal, refer to the fact that, hey, did you get our giving catalog in the mail or our direct mail? So giving people the option to give how they want to give, but making sure that you're recognizing the fact that you're reaching the donors in different ways. And it's not cannibalization, it's integration. And the last thing I always remind clients to do is to send the thank you at the end of the campaign with an update on the goals, on the successes, and with customer quotes if you can. And there's no asks. We call this the big snuggie. If you could give a hug to all of your members in an email, this is what you're designing this email to do. So we write this, it's real short, great positive picture in the end, and talk about the success of the campaign, and we look forward forward to, you know, another great year or another great season or doing great things with you in the future. So those are sort of the, you know, big picture tips going through a campaign that have really led to success. And when you think of putting them all together, it leads to success in the end.
Those are great tips, Kerri. Thank you so much for sharing how you do it. That's some wonderful expertise.
Thank you. Good luck, everybody.